1,100 miles east, and 8 hours earlier, President Putin had his own audience and blamed the war in Ukraine mostly on the West.
Responsibility for fomenting the Ukrainian conflict, for its escalation, and for the increasing number of victims lies entirely with Western elites. And of course, the current regime in Kiev, for which the Ukrainian people are essentially strangers.
Putin announced Russia was suspending participation in the new Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty, or New START. It's the final bilateral arms control treaty that applies to long-range, city-destroying nuclear weapons. New START limits Russia and the U.S.'s deployed nuclear warheads and includes extensive verification measures. U.S. officials had already accused Russia of blocking some of those measures, and tonight the Russian Foreign Ministry said it would, in fact, respect New START requirements. But in his 100-minute-long speech today, Putin also said he put nuclear systems on what he called combat duty.
What's important is that Russia-U.S. relations have deteriorated. The responsibility for that is fully with the United States. It was them who started revising the post-World War II arrangements after the collapse of the Soviet Union. They started to build the world in the American way, with just one master, one Lord.
Today, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said Putin's announcements had made the world a more dangerous place.
With today's decision on New START, the whole arms control architecture has been dismantled. I'm calling on Russia today to reconsider its decision to suspend its participation in the New START agreement.
But what is clear, Putin is not reconsidering the war in Ukraine. Today, Russian rockets struck in the middle of one of the largest cities in Ukraine's south. At least 6 died in a war that Biden today called Putin's choice and Putin called a necessity. As for President Putin's response to President Biden's speech, we'll have to wait for the morning for that. But earlier today, Putin's spokesman said that Putin wouldn't even watch Biden's speech and would instead rely on a summary of it prepared by his staff.